Good evening, sir. Could you please state your name and provide your date of birth?
Brandon Cornell Poole.
Thank you, Mr. Poole. Mr. Poole, you're here on a Superior Court child support arrest warrant. You have a return hearing July 12th, 10 a.m. at the downtown Phoenix Superior Courthouse. I am affirming the bond. It is a purge amount, the amount of $535. If you pay that, you will be released. You're then promising to go to court on July 12th and make all other court dates. Mr. Poole, do you have any questions?
So I just started work, and yesterday was my 4th day. I was still clocked in. I was just going to the store and then going back to work, and I was arrested for jaywalking.
Okay.
But if I spoke with Commissioner Rahaman's office, and I told him, hey, I finally got a job, I get paid next Friday. So is there any way something can be worked out so I don't keep missing work that I just got? Because I communicated with him that I just got the job and that I get paid next Friday. So this is kind of just for jaywalking, walking from a Circle K, going back to work. I was still clocked in. And you can call my job now to confirm it as well, because we're open late nights. And tomorrow and Tuesday, actually Monday and Tuesday are supposed to be my first 2 days running the kitchen by myself. So it's supposed to be my already getting promoted within the 2nd week of work.
Is there an amount you can pay, sir, or that a friend or family member can pay on your behalf?
I honestly don't have any family or friends out here, and I think I had like $10 on me. That's it.
You had $10 on you?
Yeah.
That was in your custody when you were arrested?
Yeah. I'm homeless, so I haven't had any friends or family for years. It's been 2 years and 5 months now, but the last 3 months I haven't been able to find steady work, and it's kind of always happens. The second I finally get the steady work, now I'm in here.
Okay. I'm sorry, does it show if he has $10 on his books?
So $7.51.
So, sir, the court date would be Friday of this week. So, I don't know if you'll have been paid by then.
If I should get paid on Thursday.
Okay. Well, so I guess here's my point is, it's at 10 a.m. in the morning. If I release you on a $7 bond, which it sounds like you've got the money to pay, okay, will you promise me you'll go to court on July 12th?
100%, especially when I got the money for it.
Okay.
Especially when I got the money for it.
Okay.
Because technically today is supposed to be my day off.
Okay.
So they're definitely confused as to why my stuff is there and why the kitchen wasn't closed. But if I can at least make it back on Monday, Tuesday, which is supposed to be my first 2 days alone, then everything will be okay.
Okay. Just a moment. You're working as a cook, is that right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, that's what we'll do then. Mr.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Poole, it's a $7 bond, so you should be able to pay that with what's on your books. Be released July 12th. That's your court date, 10 a.m. Hopefully you have all the money to pay that. If you don't, make sure to still go to court, explain the situation, show your pay stubs, etc.
I got it. I worked 4 days this week, so with those 4 days, I'll have that.
Okay, all right. Okay, thank you, Mr. Poole.
No,
Good luck
thank
to
you. So now,
So you'll be leaving in about 4 hours to 6 hours from now.
okay, so but how do I pay the bond? Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mr. Poole.
Yeah, it's
All right, Talia Quezada and then Kimberly Klebatz will be on deck. Good evening, ma'am. Could you please state your name and provide your date of birth?
Talia Quezada, 7.
Thank you, Ms. Quezada. Ma'am, you're here on a Superior Court direct complaint arrest warrant. You are charged with 1 count of possession or use of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, 1 count of possession, use of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I've appointed you an attorney. You have a status conference July 22nd, 8:31 a.m. Preliminary hearing July 25th, 8:31 a.m. That'll be at the downtown Phoenix Superior Courthouse. Ma'am, I'm going to release you on supervised release, so you're going to leave here today about 4 hours to 6 hours from now. Because you're being released, you're promising to go to court on all your court dates, comply with supervision, and comply with the standard conditions and restrictions of release. In addition, you're not to possess any weapons, and you must submit to fingerprinting at the arresting police department. Ms. Quezada, do you have any questions?
No.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Good luck to you. You're welcome. Kimberly Klebatz and then Yalvi Afandanugovo will be on deck. Good evening, ma'am. Could you please state your name and provide your date of birth?
Kimberly Klebatz, 7.
Thank you, Ms. Klebatz. Ma'am, you're here on a Superior Court new case. I find probable cause for the allegations. 1 count of resisting arrest using physical force, that's a Class 6 felony. 1 count of shoplifting, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney. Your case will be heard at the downtown Phoenix Superior Courthouse. You have a status conference July 22nd, 8:31 a.m., and a preliminary hearing July 25th at 8:31 a.m. Ma'am, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. That means you're going to leave here in about 4 hours to 6 hours from now. Because you're being released, you're promising to go to court on all of your court dates. You're also promising to comply with the standard conditions and restrictions of release. In addition, you're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with any alleged victims, complainants, or witnesses, or have any physical contact with any alleged victims. Ms. Klebatz, do you have any questions?
No.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yalvi Afandanugbo. Good evening, sir. Could you please state your name and provide your date of birth?
Yalvi Afandanugbo.
All right. Thank you, sir. Sir, you're here on a Superior Court new case. I find probable cause for the allegation, 1 count of recklessly damaging the property of a utility. That's a Class 5 felony. I've appointed you an attorney. You have a status conference July 22nd, 8:31 a.m., and a preliminary hearing July 25th, 8:31 a.m. at the downtown Phoenix Superior Courthouse. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You're going to leave here in about 4 hours to 6 hours from now. Because you're being released, you're promising to go to court on all of your court dates and promising to comply with the standard conditions and restrictions of release. Sir, do you have any questions?
I do have one. So I had a court day at 4 p.m. today. So I had 1 court at 4 p.m. for, they say, exceeding the limit.
Okay.
And then I have 1 right now. So my court day is at $500. The thing is, I was homeless since September, and I just got back on my feet. I'm just getting back on my feet. I just got a job
Yes.
2 months ago. I just got that car 2 months ago, so I'm just really right now getting back on my feet. From Africa, I don't really have nobody here except my son. So, and there's no way I can pay this $500 unless I use my phone, you know.
Yeah. So unfortunately, sir, I don't have the ability to change what another court has done.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm releasing you, but because you have that bond, you'll have to pay that bond
Okay.
first.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. Anaya Davis and then Anthony Aglan will be on deck. Good evening, ma'am. Could you please state your name and provide your date of birth?
Naya Davis,
Your date of birth, Ms. Davis?
0.
Thank you, Ms. Davis. Ms. Davis, you're here on a Superior Court arrest warrant and on a Superior Court alleged probation violation because of the new arrest. In your new case, ma'am, this is a direct complaint. You're charged with 1 count of possession or use of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, 1 count of possession or use of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I've appointed you an attorney. You have a status conference July 22nd, 8:31 a.m. at the downtown Phoenix Superior Courthouse. Preliminary hearing July 25th, 8:31 a.m. Ms. Davis, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance.
Yes.
That means you're going to be leaving here in about 4 hours to 6 hours from now. You're welcome, ma'am. Because you're being released, you're promising to go to court on all your court dates, and you're promising to comply with the standard conditions and restrictions of release. Condition, you're not to possess any weapons, you're not to possess or consume any alcohol. You must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. It looks like it's been a little while since you have had contact. It's really important to reestablish that contact. There's not a warrant.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was just going to say, there's not a warrant for your arrest right now, but again, it looks like it's been a little while. Maybe you have, but I'm just seeing it doesn't look like that's the case. So go down to the probation office if you haven't, if you're not sure of your probation officer's phone number, because understand, Ms. Davis, like, you're kind of always making a history. Probation wants you to do everything right, but they don't expect perfection. But if you're checking in regularly, even if you mess up, if you check in, get back on track, you can get back on track.
Okay.
Okay? And it's going to be so much better because otherwise, eventually, a warrant will be issued for your
Thank
arrest.
you so much. I also have something to say. The reason why I wasn't contacting my PO is because I broke my phone.
Okay.
So I was unable to contact her. So because I had a broken phone,
Mhm.
I barely just got my replacement device in yesterday.
Okay.
So that's why I was unable to contact her. But now that I have my replacement phone, I will contact her today after I get out.
Okay, great. And Ms.
Okay.
Davis, if you break a phone or lose a phone again, always go down to the probation office.
Okay.
Okay, don't let a phone or something else get in the way because there's a lot of people, and I think, they're saying, hey, look, I've got this problem or that problem. But
Okay.
if you make probation the highest priority and you don't ever let anything get in the way, you'll be able to get through it quickly and get on your way.
Okay.
But if you let things get in the way, and don't get me wrong, a lost phone or broken phone, that's a pain.
Yeah.
But if you let things like that get in the way, you're going to be violated, and eventually you'll have to serve time in prison, which I'm sure you don't want.
Yeah, I don't want to do.
Okay, so that's why I'm saying just make sure it's that highest priority,
Okay.
and then you won't have to see me again.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Briefly, Ms. Davis, you have a probation hearing. That's July 15th, 8:30 a.m. Again, it's just because of that new warrant. And so I've appointed you an attorney for that probation hearing. I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. Again, in this case, same conditions and restrictions of release.
So I still have a new warrant for what?
No, so you have a new warrant. The new warrant is for the possession of dangerous drugs and drug paraphernalia.
Oh, okay, but
it's
I'm
from an
still
arrest
being
back in
released
April.
today?
Yes, you're still being
Okay.
released. So that's the warrant, but then because you got arrested, it's an alleged Term 1 violation. Term 1 of probation is that you won't commit any new criminal activities.
Okay.
So anytime you get arrested, then it's an alleged Term 1 violation.
Okay, makes sense.
So it's not that they've filed to have you arrested, it's just the alleged Term 1. Again, I'm
Okay.
releasing you on both of these.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you, Ms. Davis.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Anthony Aglan and then Karina Todicini will be on deck. Good evening, sir. Could you please state your name and provide your date of birth?
Anthony Aglan,
Mr. Aglan. Sir, you're here on a University Lakes Justice Court warrant. Looks like this is for failure to appear in a DUI matter. I have appointed you an attorney. You have an arraignment hearing July 23rd, 1:30 p.m. at the University Lakes Justice Court. And, sir, I am going to release you on your own recognizance. So it's really important you get to court on July 23rd. If you don't make it to court, a new warrant will be issued. Next time, you'll probably have to pay a bond in order to be released. So it's just better just to go and get it taken care of. Again, you will have an attorney to represent you. You have the standard conditions and restrictions of release as well, plus you're not to possess or consume any alcohol. Sir, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Karina Totticini and then Alexis Gonzalez will be on deck. Good evening, ma'am. Could you please state your name and provide your date of birth?
Karina Totticini, one.
Thank you, Ms. Totticini. Ma'am, you're here on a Superior Court new case. I find probable cause for the allegations. 1 count of possession or use of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. 1 count of possession or use of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I've appointed you an attorney. You have a status conference July 22nd, 8:31 a.m. Preliminary hearing July 25th, 8:31 a.m. That's at the downtown Phoenix Superior Courthouse. Ms. Totticini, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. That means you should be leaving here in about 4 hours to 6 hours from now.
Okay, when was the first court date?
It's the July 22nd. It'll be in your paperwork the officers will hand you, okay? So July 22nd, you have the standard conditions and restrictions, plus you're not to possess any weapons. Ma'am, do you have any questions?
No.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you.
Yeah, have a good luck to you.
Thank you. Alexis Gonzalez and then Brian Plummer. Oh, excuse me. Then it's house call. Good evening, ma'am. Could you please state your name and provide your date of birth?
Alexis Gonzalez.
Thank you, Ms. Gonzalez. Ma'am, you're here on a fugitive of justice warrant from the state of Colorado. Did you have an opportunity to review the extradition paperwork?
Yes.
Okay. So you have a warrant, like I stated, from the state of Colorado. You have a choice to make at this time. You can choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing and be sent back to Colorado within 30 days, or you can demand an extradition hearing and that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both states before you are returned to the state of Colorado. If you choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing, you would be held non-bondable in Maricopa County Jail for a period of up to 30 days to allow Colorado to come and pick you up. That 30 days will start tomorrow as long as you do not have any local charges pending. If you do have local charges pending, the 30 days will not start until those local charges are resolved. If you choose to have an extradition hearing, that would be on July 22nd, 1:30 p.m. at the downtown Phoenix Superior Courthouse. I cannot appoint an attorney to represent you because extradition matters are civil in nature. However, you can hire an attorney at your own expense if you wish to do so. You are entitled to bail, which in this case would be a $5,000 cash-only bond. If you are unable to pay that, you'll be held in custody until another judge modifies your bond until the conclusion of this matter. The governor's warrant signed by the governors of both states is required to extradite you to Colorado. That process can take up to 90 days. So, Ms. Gonzalez, do you know which option you wish to go with? Do you have any questions?
I wanted to choose to have the hearing.
You'd like to have the hearing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's just fine. Okay, so I understand that you do not want to sign the paperwork at this time. Your bond is set in the amount of $5,000. It is cash only. I believe you can work with lending institutions with that. I don't know what their terms would be, though, to help you pay that bond.
Is that like a bail bondsman? Or?
Yeah, but like I said, it's not secured appearance. It's cash only. So, again, I think some will work with it. When it's secured appearance, it's 10%. Otherwise, I don't know what their terms would be.
There's no lowering that. Just any to help me. I intend to follow and be helpful and do anything I need to do. I was not aware of this. I was only leaving an abusive relationship, and had I known about this in Colorado, I would have never came home to my family and my support. If I need to go back to Colorado, I would love to bring myself there. Okay. If there's anything.
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's what I'll do, ma'am. I'll set it as a $2,000 cash bond.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Okay, so you'll have hearing in extradition court July 22nd, 1:30 p.m. The judge will go through these options again. If you post bond, make sure you attend all of your court dates, or else a warrant will issue for your arrest.
Okay.
Ms. Gonzalez, do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Good luck to you.